I hate chores. I hate the nagging weight of broken things taking up space in my brain. Nothing pisses me off more than remembering the oven I should replace or the leaky faucet I'll never fix. Objects that exist purely to remind me of my incompetence. And yet, here I am, scrubbing virtual driveways, spraying dirt from pixelated objects in perfect, satisfying lines. It makes no sense. Absolutely none. And that's what fascinates me. Why in the world do I want to do this? Cleaning in a game where I'll never physically touch the results. Moving water that isn't real. In a town that exists only in code. For a life that isn't mine. Why does this feel compelling? Even enjoyable? There's a dichotomy here. In reality, chores are a drag. Tedious, messy, and unforgiving. In the simulator, they become almost meditative. An OCD-driven prance through a digital town. A ritual of perfection. A strangely alluring path toward control that life refuses to offer. Every particle of detritus blasted away. Every satisfying streak of clean. Intensifying this pull. Multiplicatively. And this isn't just escapism. It's a reflection of how our brains are wired, how societal pressure and perfectionism intersect with dopamine loops, how controlled low-stakes labor feels, paradoxically, like freedom. Virtual chores are absurd, and yet they matter somehow. They satisfy impulses that reality leaves unfulfilled. They promise completion when life is messy, predictability when the real world refuses to cooperate. In this tiny simulated sandbox, we can do whatever we cannot elsewhere. We can finish, we can perfect, we can triumph over dirt and disorder, and in so doing, we feel a strange kind of calm. Why do we crave this? Why does satisfaction hide in a world full of pixels? That's the paradox. This paradox presents us both a problem and an answer then. The problem being an addictive gameplay loop in a game that feels insane to grind, making us feel like we're wasting our time, as well as an answer to the fundamental problem beneath. I'm bored and I want to check out. Nothing is more fulfilling for me in a game than being able to shut down the prefrontal cortex in a BSOD, go slack-jawed and rot-max my way through a simpleton game, whose sole reason for existence is wasting my time, but in the best possible way, to be fair. I'm going to assume this is the case for a lot of us. Here's the rub though. Any experience can be melted down into its constituent activities. Trimming our beard, doing the laundry, frying them eggs. Everything we do has obvious many moving pieces falling into place. In a symphony of organized chaos, our hands and eyes guide us through countless repetitions of mundanity. Why then is it a stretch to see our gaming as any more than this as well? Repetitive motion injuries working in concert with eye strain to produce funny pixels that absorb into our dopamine receptors, releasing the dopes at a pace that should alarm us. Or should it? I don't know. You have to decide that for yourself. All I know is that I was talking about PowerWash Simulator, and have now found myself detoured into neuropsychology. And yet, somehow that's exactly where this game leads you. From sloshing water across the driveway, to thinking about why we, as humans, find satisfaction in cleaning things virtually, but not in the real world. Leave a comment with what you think. A like and a sub for more is always appreciated. Weekly dives into the psychology of games drop here, and don't forget to check back for my larger essays once a month. Thanks. Bye.